Hello YouTube and welcome back to some more Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I'm Wicked Googly and we are still playing with our evil sorceress character. We have now finished off Durlek's Tower. I did a small amount of housekeeping, playing with the inventory, and now we're gonna head up here to somewhat end game, Baldur's Gate. In order to get to Baldur's Gate, we have to first go to this little farm. There are lots of ankegs, there's lots of things to do on this map. There's, I believe, a paladin you can talk to. I'm not going to deal with any of that. I'm going to use the last bit of identifying magic that my wizard probably has to identify some of that stuff the demon dropped. Let's see if Zar can identify that. Nope. Alright, so start with the helmet. It changes your alignment. It's cursed, so that's trash. It's a +1 large shield. Not any different than the ones I'm already carrying. I would maybe give it to Iconia, but I don't think she has the strength to even carry it. Although it doesn't, she doesn't have the ability to use it either. It's red. And the cloak. It's the cloak of the shield. Gives you AC +5 versus missile, +1 versus melee. That's cool. It has charges though. So you have to use a charge to temporarily up your AC. That's pretty lame. I don't like items with charges except for wands, because wands, you know, are disposable. Who do we got here? I think this is the paladin guy. Halt. Be ye friend or foe? Until you tell us who you are, how should we know? When's the last time someone answered foe, Tinhead? Why don't you tell us who the hell you are? I have not come across such rude travelers in a long time. Off with you. Too bad. Goodbye. Sorry we upset you, Mr. Garbage Can. We just want to ask you, is that your natural stench you smell, or did you make a mess in your armor? Because our weapons scared you. Oh yeah, let's really tick them off. I will not take these insults to my honor. Draw steel. Thought you great knights only attacked evil, not worried travelers such as us. If that's the way you want it, you armor-plated buffoon, then prepare to meet your god. Well, I am evil. I don't know what kind of answer that would give him, though. I'm kind of curious. You are correct. I apologize for my misbehavior. Goodbye and good riddance. Aw. He wanted to kill you. Alright, fine. I'm sure he didn't have anything of worthwhile equipment. So this would be an opportunity to kill some ankegs. Maybe pick up some of their armor, but I would have to go back to Baragost, I believe, to get that made into armor. I just want to get through this map without being too severely ambushed. Now, out of curiosity, I'm level 7, 86k XP. I want to... Okay, I'm starting to get tired, so I'm going to have to rest again soon. Alright, we've got an opportunity to kill 3 ankegs here. I'm going to have to rest soon, so let's use some spells while we're at it. And you can go back to the bow. Okay, keep it up. Cessate arrow, why not? You can do another life drain. Okay, they died. What did they leave me? Gold. 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 Not even a gem? That's... it's too bad. Alright, everyone's starting to complain about being tired. I did gain a little bit of XP, so I'm not at the level cap quite yet. Hopefully I hit it before the game is over. I actually want to be max level before I go to the next game. We got a hunter guy here. Is he worth talking to? If you come here to fight Ankegs, blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, there's another one over here. Looks like two more. Wizards. Shoot some spells. We're gonna sleep soon, so. Get back. Easy enough. Ring, ring. And the road out. Let's keep traveling. Now, I'm expecting to get waylaid by guards because I have a bad reputation. That's okay. It's just not like I can get too far ahead. We'll go find a nice inn to rest at. Okay. Someone waiting for that. The entrance tax is 6 gold pieces for each party of travelers. Please announce your point of origin. We come from the mystical land of frolicking naked nymphs, where every desire is granted by bald, blubbering bugbears. Hee hee. Yeah, it's about as much information as I'm going to give this guy. I don't like your sarcasm. If you won't cooperate, then I'll just bring you to talk with my commander. But I still lost the 6 gold. That's not fair. First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Scar, 2nd Command of the Flaming Fist. Though it is not necessary for you to reveal your names, please answer me this. Are you the group that was involved in the trouble at Nashkel Mines? Yeah, sure, that was us. Well, I have to say you've made quite the commotion up here in Baldur's Gate. I can't really put my finger on a single source, but there have been many strange happenings going on within the city. It's been getting harder and harder for me to put trust in someone. I need outsiders to do some investigations. People with no connections to anyone within the city. Would you be interested in working for me in such a capacity? If it pays, sure. Alright then, what I'm about to tell you is to be held in strict confidence. Do you understand? I need you to begin an investigation of the Seven Sons trading coster. The Seven Sons leadership has been acting strangely of late. They've been selling off valuable assets and neglecting many of their more profitable trading ventures. Considering the importance that the trading coster holds over the economy of the city, the Grand Dukes are noticeably upset. I've gone to talk to the coster's head, Jasso. He rudely rebutted me, telling me to mind my own business. I've known Jasso for many years, and this isn't his usual behavior. I can't start up an official investigation, as there is no real reason for doing so. That's why I need you. Alright, we're ready to start. Tell us what we need to do and how much money you'll pay us to do it. We're ready to go for it, but there's something you need to know first. We think that the Iron Throne may be behind recent events along the coast, and then mines of Moshkull and in the Cloakwood. We've learned much about the goals and methods of the Iron Throne, and it doesn't bode well for the future of this region. He doesn't need to know that information. I want you to break into the Seven Sons compound and find out what's wrong. Use stealth in your investigations. I don't want this operation to cause too much fuss. The most important person to watch is Jasso. Once you've found out as much as possible, report back to me at the Flaming Fist compound. I'll pay you 2,000 gold. The estate is located on the southwest side of town. I wish you all the best of luck. Remember, once you're done at the Seven Sons estate, it's imperative that you meet at the Flaming Fist barracks, which is just west of the Seven Sons. Okay. Now, my true goal is to find the rest of the tomes that increase your stats while we're here. So, this guy Quail, he's somebody that wants to join my party. I'm in no need of any NPCs. it. The first thing I need is rest. So let's get into the city. Very nice. Very nice landscape. Oh, Elminster again. Good day to thee, young ones. What a marvelous happenstance that we should again cross paths, especially in such a grand city as this. Ah, I see by thine eyes that thou have no time for my wry banter. 'Tis true our meeting was no accident, though I do honestly take pleasure in seeing thee again. A pleasure I don't share. Leave me be, old man. I am not some old lech that followed these around for the good of mine eyes, upstart. If I am to be accused of anything, perhaps it is that I have been a touch too mothering. As if he's done anything. I think this can be excused, however, when compared to the zeal with which thy true parentage pursues thee. I trust thou dost suspect that thou art not normal. What do you know of this? Why have you come here? Oh, of all citizens of Sorc Coast eventually pass through Baldur's Gate, I knew thou wouldst as well. Forgive my continued meddling, but I believe it is warranted, especially considering the pursuers thou art no doubt confronting. My pestering of thee certainly pales in comparison to the influence thou hast felt from others, including thine own self. Gorion raised thee as best he could, but 'tis hard indeed to overcome what is bred in the bone. Much more so in this case, I would imagine. What do you wish of me? I wish to ask this same question of thee. Thou hast come quite far, and though my answers are often less than obvious, I do hope they help a little. Gorion often chided me for my obliqueness, though he was fond of a little verbal hide-and-seek as well. I tire of these games. Leave me to my own means. Thou art determined to be confrontational, aren't thee? So be it. I will leave thee to whatever fate thou dost carve for thyself. I will extend the courtesy of a warning, though. Thy manner may come natural to thee, but obeying thine impulses is not always the best course. Being true to thyself is only wise if that is truly the self that thou dost wish to become. I lecture too long, and thine interest fades. Off with thee to whatever fate will have thee. Now, if you've never played this game before, he really is not helping at all. He acts like, oh, I'm mothering you, oh, I'm giving you so much aid and guidance, and he hasn't done crap. On the flip side, if you've already beat the game and you actually know about your main character's lineage, there are little hints of what he's hinting at, but you literally have to know what's already going on. Okay, so we got a store. Let's poke in here real fast and see what's for sale. Hello? Let's have a look. You've got an unidentified two-handed sword for 30,000 gold. And a quarterstaff that's worth 150, but it's also unidentified. Well, I'm not in a habit of buying unidentified stuff. I'll sell you those rings. I'll sell you the large shield. Anything else that I picked up? No. Done. Oh, identify. I will burn some gold. Surely, to identify things. And nothing I have will he identify. What a waste. Alright, what else do we got here in the city? Luskin. I take it you've had some dealings in that city. These people are not here to serve you, Dorn. I don't have time to listen to this. If we are to be allies, I must know a little bit more about you. As for my past... Well, I guess he's going to talk about it. How did you become such a skilled fighter? Oh, Spine of the World, so he's probably like up by the Ten Towns area. When this game was originally written, I think R.A. Salvatore's books, he would have been doing still like the Halfling's Gem and that kind of, that part of the trilogy, the original 3 books. Okay, I guess his dialogue is not audio recorded anymore. Those times were not all bad. Riding across the mountains, slaying all challenges, and plundering ancient temples was a good way to start a legend. But how the blood I most wish to spill belongs to my former companions. How so? Jealous of plunder, rival bands spread word that we were tomb robbers and thieves. Local lords sent out men to capture us. Simeon, our leader, decided it was time for a show of force. We pillaged the town of Barrow, slaying men, women, and children to show their lords not to trifle with us. What happened then? Perhaps another time. Alright, cool. I've never actually had Dorn in my group before, so I'm somewhat interested to hear what he has to say. Let's see, we got a barrel. Alright, 17 gold. And, oh, the Flaming Fist. Okay. Dorn, go kill magical arrows, so you shoot this guy. You can shoot this guy. You get the heck out of dodge. Sure. I will summon monsters. I'll shoot you with spells. Oh, and I got a hold person cast on my cleric. And on Kane. Wow. I would not have suspected. How to dispel magic on Kane. Alright, that worked pretty good. Looks like they put Dorn to temporarily put him to sleep. And we got some more spells to use. Web. I don't want to do anything that might accidentally hit a citizen. I don't remember the Flaming Fist being quite this nasty. It must be because I'm further in the game. But they definitely got taken care of fast enough. Got a few more arrows out of the deal. Now if I was really hurting for cash, I could just pick up all this armor, walk right back in this shop and resell it, but I don't care that much. Now why the Flaming Fist was piling out of this little house that's locked, I don't know. I'm looking for an inn. Oh, come on, people. You can't stand in front of the barrel and not let me loot it. Alright, fine. It's probably nothing. Here's another. Well, that one has an open door, but I have no reason to go in there, so I won't. Same thing as this. Someone with a name. A random book I don't plan to pick up, so let's talk to you, because you have a name. Niklos. Stop a moment. I've got a word or two you need to hear. Aye, you're a fine group of mercenaries, aren't you? Leastwise, that's the word on the street that you do the odd job here and there. I have a boss who'd like to have a word with you if you can spare the time. You don't ask for free, though, And here be 50 gold just to hear him out. 50 gold may get one ear, but I have another to support as well. Alright, fair. I don't want to accidentally not get to do it because I'm being greedy. 50 gold. A wise choice of action. Now just follow me and I'll show you the way to the guild. If you're asked, the password is Fafherd. When you're in the guild, just look for the man named Altos Ravenscar. Alright. And where are you headed, Niklos? Right into this abandoned house. Alright. You there, what are you doing in Displace? You better get out of here, less of course you know the password. Yeah, I know the password. It's Fafherd. That's right, pal. You can all go in. Alright, what do we got here? Box. Ooh, potion of speed. Thank you very much. Gold. 2 random darts. Another random dart. Well, I really should be looking for rest at an inn. Okay, Montron. Yeah. We're in a Thieves Guild. I expect everything to be trapped, even though... Why would you go to the effort to trap it if it's only a piece of leather in there? Nothing. Empty. Black. We got rogue, 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 rogue. None of them have names. Okay, Montron. I'm expecting everything to be trapped. Also expecting that if I actually loot anything, these guys are gonna Gnarlin Dark something. Okay, talk to this guy. No. Ere now, I know you. New sneaksman ye be, though I cannot see no need. Alatos need but look at home for to find a dab at thievery. Mayhap we be testing your talent, for ye rank riders bungled the score. You up to me task? I'll pass any test you set, then some. You'll not discount me with your games. We'll spy your talent soon enough. Ye but need to keep an eye this first night. I and Red Edge will command the taking. The mark be a noble house, aside the splurging sturgeon. Gold to split thrice amongst. Follow soon by new mark, if you please. Up to the deed. A better way to drop the night. I'll not think in this life, me fellows. Quite the guts ye display. I should be careful about them, lest ye lay filleted outside the sturgeon. One of 3 or nothing. I do all the work and I get a third? That's terrible. Sure. There's the larcenous fire burning. We'll meet at dusk, astride the sturgeon, and bring only yourself and your darts. Your group will not but get the group nervous. Well, I'm not a rogue. I don't know about going to burgle something without my group. Sure. Take some bolts to give to the wrong person. Not done looting this place. There's got to be something, some value in one of these. Oh, there's one of the books. I was pretty sure it was in one of these places in here. Who's Black Lily? What we need today, remember, cast to hit the bricks. So she's selling darts and arrows and bullets and potions. Cool, I don't really need any of all that yet. Sam, you're not the guy I was supposed to talk to either. My name's Sam. I've heard quite a bit about your exploits. Hick. You really caused the Iron Throne some trouble, hasn't ye? Haven't you? I'd like to talk with a bunch of yous. What say you? What do you have to say? You're the mercs who have been tangling with Hick the Iron Throne, aren't you? Burp. Well, I'm Hussam, and I've kept informed of most of your doings. Listen well to what's I gots to tell you. You knows what's? I hates the Iron Throne. They took my store, my money, and my wife. They's took my whole life, they did. Burp. Excuse me, now all I've got is this damned horse piss. To think I used to work for those manure piles. Well, your story's interesting and all, but we've got to get going. See you later. Get on with it. What do you want us to talk about? Well, I wanted to talk about the Iron Thrones. Ask me anything about those manure eaters, and I'll tell you I worked for them, remember? What's their plans? The Throne's plans? They wants to make money. Always more money. But I know this. Their leaders, the big Threans, they're going to Candle Keeps. Yes, they are. Burp. Something big, something huge going to happen there. Is that enough for you guys, or do you want us to know more? Who are the leaders? The leaders of the Iron Throne? There's Raeltar Ankjavish. He's the big guy. Sent by the Evens bigger guys down in Zembia. This whole operation is his baby. He has two other guys, Brunos and Thaldorn. Brunos is a big dumbish drunk half-orc. Damn half-breed could never hold his liquor. Thaldorn's a pansy. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. There's Seraphok. He's the son of Raeltar. He's a mean cuss. Okay, so there's actually four. Seraphok is the one that killed Gorion. I am tired now. I need to go home and sleep. If you ever need me, you can find me at Elfsong Tavern. Goodbye, Burp. Okay. So let's check out a few more things. I would assume that because this is the Thieves Guild, the book we found is the Book of Dexterity. Welcome, my little friends. Please relax and keep your weapons at your side. No need for hostility. I simply must apologize for their manner of my thieves. I suppose a Thieves Guild must keep a measure of malice about it, but it does tend to put a cloud over introductions. I am Alatos Thweebold, though I thank you not to mention that too often. You are Callisto, of course. Be not surprised, there are very few people in Baldur's Gate I cannot name. You have been here only a few days and have already made quite a stir. I've been here like 10 minutes, and most of it in the Thieves Guild looting your stuff. Your interest in me is flattering, though I question your intent. This is quite the honor. I have one such as yourself interested in my travels. I've been called here for a reason, or just to listen to your fat musings. Okay, let's be a little more flattering. This is a Thieves Guild after all. Oh, I don't intend to flatter, merely to assure you that you've been watched since you entered the city. As for my intent, I do have a proposition for your group to consider. A small task, really, best suited to someone unknown here. Okay, I'm quite sure the membership of Thieves Guild would include several people capable of whatever you ask. Danger of being recognized seems a minor concern. If one is able to not be seen at all, why do you need me? What exactly is it you would have me do, and what would be my reward for the service? How well can you afford to pay? I'm not interested in your okay. I am curious. Shrewd, very shrewd. I do indeed have many fine individuals of exceptional skill, but a large number of them are vacationing at the garrison this season. The guards have been exceptionally vigilant. what with the banditry on the roads, and to their credit, they have captured several of my best people. I am sure that in the history of guilds, we are the first to experience a shortage of thieves. So he wants my help because all his buddies are in jail, because they all got caught. Alright, what do you have me do? It's quite a bit of intrigue, actually. A local wizard by the name of Chandalar makes his home in a moored Harulan skyship. It would appear he has the knowledge to reproduce these flying marvels and is currently organizing the sale of the receipt to the Grand Duchess Leah Janath. He has drawn up a set of rituals and has procured an artifact fragment and an ancient statuette vital to the spell that keeps his ships aloft. These he has divided amongst his daughters until the deal is to proceed. I have been contracted by representatives of the Hull Ruins, and they have no wish to see scores of flying ships manufactured in every port. You are to infiltrate the place of exchange, steal the ingredients, and return here with them. Simple enough, you would be well paid. Enough gold to give you a backache, and, if I am well pleased, mayhaps a magical weapon or two. Perhaps a little more, perhaps a little less. It entirely depends upon your performance. Seems fairly straightforward, but a burglary and well within my ability. I accept this challenge and hope to increase my standing with the guild. That sounds good. As it should be. Now you have agreed, the facilities of the guild are at your disposal. Feel free to make use of them, and make your presence known to the other members. You have my permission, so they will be less likely to kill you on sight. As for your mission, you have a 10-day to complete it. Informants have told me that the Duchess intends to take possession of the components that 10th day, and the exchange will be hosted by Oberon at his estate. As I see it, you have several options. Directly persuade any of the involved parties to hand over the items, or burgle them from under their nose. Good luck. So, I've been in the city. I've immediately found someone that represents the Thieves Guild, just by chance, and I already have 3 missions. 2 from the Thieves Guild, and 1 from the Captain of the Guard. And they're all roguish type missions. Very interesting indeed. And what do we got here? Sorceress Sundries. I think that's just a shop again. I can go in there at least really quickly. See if there's... Oh, we got 2 people here to talk to. We're adventurers. The roads of the first area are lined with fools, are they not? And 2 of the greatest are Archeon and Nymphrey, necromancers, fighting over trinkets and baubles of little use or value. I assure you, there are more trouble than they are worth. You're better off steering clear of them. Okay, so there's a necromancer to steer clear of. And who might you be then? Come to check out the wares of old Halbzard? Okay, so he's just the shop owner. 1,000 gold for this non-magical dagger. Sure. I mean, I really don't care at this point because I don't know what it does. Identification abilities. Yes, identify a scroll. Cursed scroll of stupidity. Bunch of arrows. The book. Manual of decks, just like I thought. Wands. Okay, stuff to sell. He's got a whole bunch of arrows, fire resistance, a whole bunch of potions. Scrolls, protection, scrolls of magic. Wand of the Heavens, that's a pretty sweet wand. But 45,000. I feel like I'm so poor, considering the cost of all these things. Man. Okay, so I don't know what else is in here, but they did warn me about a necromancer. Let's go see if I can find him. Oh, here we go. Nimian. Zar has spoken highly of you in his reports. Zar is an addled fool? Reports? What reports? Who are you? Of course he has. I am not among the finest beings to have ever trod the surface of the realms. Am I not among the finest beings? Yes, he did mention your arrogance. The Iron Throne is based in a tower in the city West End. I recommend to Czar that you focus your investigations there. Now please leave us be. It is not wise to speak of these things as openly as we are now. Who is this? William Garst? Ulam? Mian? Now they've all left me. Czar, you got some explaining to do. No, I can't talk to my own party member. Alright, Czar. You seem to be some kind of traitor. Alright. Let's see, we've got another unknown building there. Low barrel, what do we got here? Elf Song, that's a tavern. Let's go get some much needed rest. Let's see, are you the fighters and mages and monster killer? Aye, you'd be fighters and mages and monster killers all, be. Let's see, we may not all be fighters, we may not all be mages, but each of us has a monster's death throes to our name. What do you ask? The roads be lined with bandits at every ilk and description, but the most fearsome be them monstrous hobgoblins. Do us a favor and place the blade into their gut. Yeah, I've probably already done that. We got a guy named Hassam here. That's the thief who said come find me if I'm ever in the tavern, so I don't need to talk to him. Someone else who wants my time. And someone who wants to hire me for a job. What do you want? Uniques, procure my talents for unique service, though it's not like you would have to do anything socially untold. Well, perhaps a bit, though not so much untold as illegal. Let's see. Illegal, eh? What's in it for me to take the risk? Or I'm listening, though my ears don't hear so good lately. Perhaps you should test them with a little rattle of coin. That sounds good. Oh, of course, a bit of coin to jog your memory. It's just as I imagined. Oh, this is all just so naughty. Ahem. Here, mate. I was 5 gold to get your attention. Hee hee. Illegal, eh? What's in it for me to take such a risk? Straight to the point, as serious as the subject demands. Certainly you are the cream of the larcenous crop. For retrieving but one object, I will give you 500 gold. No killing, and the only one item is to be taken. Dashing banditry, just like in the songs of bards. I have no wish to be famous from a jail cell. Take your offer and be gone. Alright, tell me. It's a marvelous trinket, a wonderfully curious toy from distant Lantin. Why did they call it? Oh yes, a telescope of all things. It's a misleading name for such an interesting crafted artifact. Golden extra farseer would have suited its craftsmanship so much better. There is not another like it this side of the trackless sea. Most gnomes have a fixation of sorts, but I don't share the love of gems that possesses my kin. I prefer the feel of metal and the intricacies of the mechanical. Not that I necessarily understand the function, but it's not right for such an item to be locked away regardless. It was meant to be used and to be held by loving hands, and if those hands just happen to be mine, more the better. The tele-thingy is on display at the Hall of Wonders, and were it in the possession of anyone else, it might be purchasable. No doubt you know that the Hall of Wonders is an extension of the High House, the Temple of Gaunt. Being the god of artifice and invention, his followers take to very mechanical devices, and will not part with an original at any price. It's not as though they make proper use of such things, keeping them behind locked doors where the loving hands cannot explore their subtleties. The Tell-O-What's-It was made to be used, not worshipped, and it must be in the hands of someone who can truly appreciate it. Not to be immodest, but that someone was me. I suppose I might buy a replica, but it would wish a copy of a diamond? It's just not the same. That's certainly a difficult task you've set before me, you windy little man, but I'll accept the challenge. 500 gold for all that, eh? It's not a bad offer, though I think you could do better. It's a risky venture, I'll grant you that. Perhaps I can sweeten the prospect a little. I'll add a magical item from my personal collection. It'll be difficult to part with one of my treasures, but definitely worth it. Will it suffice you? I'll accept your challenge. Wonderful. Oh, this is so bad of me. Well, I shall leave you to your preparations. I'll certainly be a test of your mettle entering the hall. I imagine an experienced rustabout such as yourself will case the joint thoroughly, eh? Get the guard's schedule down and all that? Oh, if only I could be part of it. It's thrilling like the songs of legend. I'll meet you back here once the burglary is announced. Hee hee, it's too much fun. Okay, so now I have a fourth job. Oh boy. Alright, bartender. Do you only sell drinks, or can I get a room here as well? Okay, yeah, you warned me. But you're not gonna sell me anything? You're not gonna give me a room either? Oh, man. See, it says Elfsong Tavern. So you think it's just a tavern, but you have a whole upstairs area here. And a mysterious guy. Can I help you, friend? If not, please do not hesitate to get out of my face. You're interrupting my fun. Alright, I'll be on my way. Ruffian. Merchant. Ruffian. Lady something. Alright. I don't care about any of that. Well, that's disappointing. Got another barrel here. Oh, a gem. Whoa, gem. Hold up. Loot. Commoners. Let's see. I've got that book. So, Czar, stick that away. Montron, you got the book. And read away. Let's see. Make sure it works. Dex 19. Dex 20. Sweet. Okay. Now, I'm really looking for the manuals, and I'm looking for items of interest. I'm not really here to complete the entire map, but I really haven't been this far into the game in quite a long time, and I really don't remember the minor details like this guy, Mick Feely. No idea what he does. Special delivery, speedy delivery coming through. Must inform the Grand Dukes of Nautical Mines liberation. They must be told iron supplies will return to normal once trade routes are reliable once again. Speedy delivery coming through. Yes, speedy delivery. Oh my gosh, you're so slow. What do we got here? This door to the house is rotting off its hinges. You assume the house has been abandoned for years. Alright, travel-wise. So, because I walked south, this is the only thing we got here, but I think I want to head north because is this the Hall of Wonders, or is this the Iron Throne? Let's go this way. I don't remember which piece of map has what on it. I'm still looking for a tavern. Well, I'm still looking for an inn. But I think this is good for now. We've cleared the first section of Baldur's Gate of things of interest. We found one of the manuals that we've been looking for. So this is a great place to stop, and we'll see you in our next episode. Bye for now.